Good day and welcome to this third installment in the video series on how to create your own boards. In the first video, we looked at how to create your own primed boards. In the second video, we looked at how to create your own canvas boards using MDF and canvas. In this video, we are upscaling and looking at how to create much larger canvas pieces for artists to work on. We are drastically upscaling here. And I'll be going over my tips, my tricks, and my techniques with you. Let's begin. Okay. So here, I'm holding in front of me, as you can see, a very large canvas board mounted onto MDF, 3 millimeter MDF, and the dimensions is 900 by 1350 millimeters. Okay, so as you can see, it's an enormous board. I did these about 4 years ago. All right, I'm still planning to paint something on them, but as you can see, they're a nice size to work in, especially if you want to start creating much larger pieces. When it comes to buckling, it is really not such a problem. You can put them up against your wall and put pressure on them by stacking them on top of each other by using other boards. Here I have quite a few here in the background here with me. I usually stack them on top of each other. And the way to create these is by making sure that you buy yourself these nice big rolls of canvas. It's really good to have your own large rolls of canvas. This is 10 meters by 1,6. It's almost as tall as me. They are great for upscaling and customizing sizes. So today I'm going to demonstrate you. We're going to create boards with the dimensions of about 125 centimeters by 800. I've got another size which is 110 by 75, and the other size is 105 by 65. So there you go. You can really create some nice large sizes like this, 105 by 65. There is a 110 by 75, and the one in the back here is 1,2 by 800 at least. Yes, so it's very versatile material. You can really create some nice big quality boards, without breaking the bank. And you can go ahead and practice on these, creating large paintings without the fear of having ruined an expensive piece of canvas. So I just want to show you how versatile these MDF boards can be. Okay, first of all, it's a great surface that is nice and stable, and you can customize them to create any size you wish. Okay, if you're worried about the buckling and anything like that, they are very malleable. And here I can show you one that I did many years ago, and at the back I mounted it, so it really gives you a nice solid surface to work on. This is really strong. If you seal the sides, no moisture can get in, and it is really great to work on. So you can frame it, you can mount it where it's ready to hang. You can decide in which way you want to work with this MDF. Okay, so let us have a look at what we need. Okay, in our setup, the first thing that I want to introduce you to is urethane plastic. We are going to be using this aerothin film plastic. You can get this from package suppliers. Definitely, they come in big rolls. I suggest getting that. We need much larger weights. Okay, so for this project, we're going to need big weights, like we see over here. We're going to need our good, reliable cold water wood glue. We're going to need warm water. We are going to need some rags. We are going to need brushes, hardware brushes. So here I've got a much larger one. This is a 4-inch, and then I've got a 2-inch. Stanley knife, scissors, measuring tape, steel rule, plastic, and a nice big large table to work on. So step one, we're taking the aerothin and we're first going to work out the surface area of our largest board. With some overlap. So we're going to make sure that our largest board that we're going to have, the largest one I've got here is 125 by 800 by 80. So it's 800 millimeters by 1250. That's quite large. Okay, and we're going to cut with our scissors. We're going to cut a piece. It's got about 3 inches on either side. Like that. Cut our aerothin plastic out. And then depending on how much surface area you've got, okay, you're either going to have a separate table, you have a working table on a separate table, or if you don't have a table, then use your floor, okay? So I'm going to use the floor, and I'm going to put this aerothin plastic down on the floor to protect these canvases from getting dirty. Okay, so now that we have cut our canvas to the right size for our board, make sure that your board is nice and clean, that there's no dust or particles And then always make sure that when you cut your canvas that you have at least 3 inches or 4 inches of play, of overlap of your canvas. Your canvas that you cut must be always larger, must always be larger than the board that you are going to paste it on. You need that overlap. Another thing that is important is, now we need rolling pin, our cold water wood glue, our brush, rags, everything. Into the cold water wood glue, you will put some water. You want to get a consistency to your wood glue, okay, that is slightly looser than normal, slightly more flowing. And we are just going to make sure that this gets to a point where it's not completely thinned out, but a little bit more runny than usual. You want to get to a consistency where it is easy to drag it along a big board like that. You don't want any drag. It should go on pretty easily and quite quickly. And let's just add in, let's just check here. It's almost there, a little bit more. Just a little bit of water to your wood glue. Let's just stir that in and make it easy. Just wipe that off. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, there we go. And then proceed. Here, just put this over here, and let's test this. Okay, in the center, make a mark. Okay, and then across on the side, on the side. So the board is big, so you have to work pretty quick. All right. Cross on the other side. So now we're going to do a double cross, like that there. See, what nice flowing glue, still with some body and viscosity to it, but ultimately you need to make sure you can put it on easily, okay? Cross. And you can start going like that there. Nice and quick. See? You work out from those crosses. Crosses always help. If you want to get this board covered quickly, do it in a crisscross manner like this. You cover it real quick. More glue. You want to be quite generous with your glue. You don't want to not have any glue on and battle later with bubbles and things like that. And now I can just pull it out. Pull it out nicely. There we go. See? So yeah, you're going to need quite a bit of vigor for doing the bigger canvases. Like that. There. Okay, there we go, put it out, put it out, put it out, put it out. Use a nice big strong brush, there we go. Alright, let's go do this, there we go. Yeah, there, see, this is how we do it. Yes, quick, easy. A little bit more glue as you need. Okay. Just off the excess glue. Okay, now we are going to paste that canvas on. Okay, just look for any gaps. I can see there's still a little bit more here. I've just left a gap. There we go. Alright, great. Yeah, let's take that out. Okay, good. Okay, time is still pretty much on our side at this stage. Okay, we'll worry about wiping the glue off later. If you can, get somebody to assist you. If you can get somebody to assist you, even better. If you can't, remember, okay, make sure that when you put the canvas on that you can feel on either side that you have got some gap, okay? Before you fix it, before you commit completely to fixing it so that you can pull it over, make sure that all the sides are up, there, okay? Let's feel here. If there's some gap there, is there gap there? Yes, there's gap all around. Okay, great. Now we can fix it. Just quickly get some of this glue off my hands. Okay. Some cloth, very, very important. Okay. Just get that stickiness off of your hands. You don't want sticky marks on your canvas. There we go. Okay. Work out those bubbles. Work out those bubbles. There we go. There. Work it out. Work it out. Work it to the corners. Push those bubbles out. Don't fix the corners down just yet. Get this nice and stuck. Get those bubbles out. Okay. Tilt it. Or go down and check to see if you see bubbles. Now we come into the phase where we are rolling. Rolling. There we go. There we go. Push it along. Push it along. Put some force down on it. Ah, there we go. Roll it out. Roll it flat. Roll it across. And you've got a nice big canvas. As large as you want to. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Just feel one last time for any edges. Edges. Okay. Edges. Get this edge there. Fix those edges. Fix edge. Yeah. Now I can take it, put it down on that piece of aerothin plastic with some weights. Corners, you want to make sure you've got some weights down and a weight in the middle. There's at least 20 kilograms of weight on that. Okay, shoo. Okay. After leaving them overnight to dry under the weights, I can now cut off and clean up those edges. And we'll have a nice large board we can work with. Just take that edge, pull it off. There we go. Nice and trim. Then a nice board we can work with. Just check the edges. Sometimes it leaves a little bit of an open edge. It doesn't seem like that open with this one. Everything is nice and flush. And there we have it. Okay. So once again, thank you for watching till the end. I hope you found this video educational. And until next time, have a great day.